Hi everyone, and welcome to the new. This new stands for the Next Experience for Women, and this is what we have put together for our PC women during this season. And this particular round, you are actually entering week 9 of our God Revealed series. And it has been amazing these last several weeks as God has been just revealing Himself to our speakers, that they've been sharing about that, and our small groups have been having awesome experiences and aha moments, we've been calling them, as to how God is showing Himself to them in all kinds of unique ways. So, my name is Joni Oakwist, and I want to welcome you. And today at the table with me is my good friend Lori Workman. Lori, it's so good to have you
Oh,
here.
thank you, Joni. It's so nice to
Yeah,
be
it's good to
here.
see you in
It
person.
is.
And Lori is part of what our society calls the sandwich generation. Lori has her children, her grandchildren, as well as her parents all around her. And during this time, she has just been having different ways of really ministering and helping care for them during all of this. So, something has just happened recently that Lori is going to share a story with us about. So, Lori, go ahead and tell us what has happened to you guys recently.
Well, thank you, Joni. Well, when Joni first asked me to share in early December, I wasn't too sure about it. I thought, oh my goodness, this is PC Women, and there's a lot of women in PC Women's. But a few weeks later, God revealed to me exactly what I was to share with you ladies. Today, I'm going to share with you about favor. The definition of favor is an act of kindness beyond what is due or what is expected or what is usual. It is above and beyond what is expected. The Bible talks a lot about favor. It talks about the favor of God, but it also talks about God causing people to show favor to other people. Today, I'm going to share with you how God caused people to show favor to our family. And during this time, the verse that kept popping into my mind was Daniel 1:9. Now, God had caused the official to show favor and compassion to Daniel. First, let me share a little bit about myself for those of you who don't know me. Scott and I married young at the age of 18 and 19. We went to Disneyland for our honeymoon, where my mother-in-law always says that's where kids go to honeymoon. We were both young, but both sides of our family were happy and supportive for us. Scott went to pharmacy school in Stockton at UOP, and I worked as an activity director at a convalescent hospital. After he graduated from college, we moved to Easton and raised our family. We were blessed with two amazing children, Wesley and Candace. And then years later, we welcomed a son-in-law, a daughter-in-law, and 4 of the cutest grandchildren you've ever seen. We are really close to both sides of our family. And a little fact is, my parents and Scott's parents are dear, dear friends. They travel together, they love to be together. Pretty cool, isn't it? Daniel 1:9. Now God had caused the official to show compassion and favor to Daniel. Scott's dad is the most patriotic man you will ever meet. He loves God, his family, his community, and his country. He flies a large flag every day, and he flies it proudly. We all have very large flagpoles with very large flags flying in our yards given to us by him. He has a cupboard full of flags just in case anyone needs one. He prays for the President of the United States, whether he voted for that person or not. He lives life with speed and adventure. Scott grew up with boats, jet skis, dune buggies, ATV, motorcycles, snowmobiles, basically anything with an engine. And Scott grew up learning one speed, and it is really, really fast. Our son Wesley says, when I ride with Grandpa, I learn to drive fast and keep up because Grandpa drives really, really fast and he never, ever looks back. The week before Thanksgiving, Scott's mom, dad, sister, brother-in-law, niece, and nephew all began showing signs of COVID-19. On Thanksgiving Day, Dawn was taken to the hospital with complications from COVID. They quickly admitted him to the hospital and began treatment. He was very proud to be on the same medication that the President of the United States had been on. As many of you know, being in a hospital during a pandemic is really hard. It's hard for the person in the hospital because they can't have visitors, and it's hard for the family because they can't visit. During Dawn's stay at the hospital, we were so thankful for daily calls and for daily messages from the doctors and nurses. Scott was the contact, and then he would share with all the information with his mom and sisters. Many days there were several calls from the doctors and nurses. They always took time to answer any of Scott's questions and patiently visited with him. We felt such kindness and compassion from this hospital staff. Now God had caused the nurses and doctors to show favor and compassion to the Workman family. There were so many times that different nurses would help Dawn call us or FaceTime other family and friends. They would charge his phone for him. They would sit and encourage him. I know they're so busy, yet they stopped and would help him, whatever he needed. Now God had caused the nurses and doctors to show kindness and compassion to Dawn. Scott had become friendly with a doctor that had cared for Dawn for about a week, and today we'll call him Dr. A. He would call and give Scott updates, but then Dr. A would ask Scott his opinion on different medications, and they would just chat for a while. One day, Scott asked Dr. A, is there any way his mom could visit just for a few minutes? Scott's mom and dad are always together. They have worked side by side for years together. They do community service side by side together. They're just always together. Anyway, the next day, Dr. A called and told Scott that his mom could not visit because she recently had COVID-19, but that he would allow Scott in for a visit. Scott got all suited up in his PPE gear and got to visit his dad for over 3 hours. They got to sit, talk, visit, pray, and just be together, and it was amazing. Now, God had caused Dr. A to show favor and compassion to Scott and his dad. The next day, Dr. B was now in charge of Dawn's care. Now, Dr. B called Scott with updates. Scott again thanked the staff for such care and compassion and mentioned that he even got to go visit his dad. Dr. B told Scott that he had worked at the hospital for a long time and that he would advocate for his mom to get to go in for a visit. Dr. B soon called Scott and said they could all come. Scott, his mom, and his 2 sisters all got to visit Dawn. They spent several hours together. As Scott was leaving, he thanked Dr. B and shared with him that we are a family of believers. Dr. B kindly said something like, whatever works for you. But God used this non-believer to show the family such kindness. Now God had caused Dr. B to show favor and compassion to the Workman family. The next day, Scott's dad slipped peacefully into the arms of Jesus. Dr. B called Scott the following day to say he wished he could have done more, and then just to kind of talk. I think a seed was planted in Dr. B's life. Fast forward a few days, we're now planning a funeral service during a pandemic in the middle of December, a time when churches are closed to indoor services. Dawn and Evelyn love their church and their church family, and she so badly wanted the service inside the church. The leadership at Kingsburg Covenant Church met on a Zoom meeting and voted and told us they would allow an indoor service for 75 people, invitations only, with masks. Now, God had caused the leadership at the Covenant Church to show favor and compassion on Evelyn. Scott's parents are leaders in their church and their community. They donate money to beautify their church and their community, but most importantly, they donate their time. They paint, they change lights, they plant flowers, they hang flags, etc., etc. If you've ever been to the cute, clean, tidy town of Kingsburg, a lot of it is thanks to Dawn and Evelyn Workman. In non-COVID times, Dawn's service would have been packed full of people, but we were limited to 75 people, most of those being family. The day before Dawn's service, the streets of Kingsburg were being swept. The alleys were being checked. The church bells were being programmed with favorite hymns and patriotic music. Christmas flags were being replaced with American flags. Men were getting their military uniforms out. Businesses were tidying their entrances. Now, God had caused people to show favor and compassion in Dawn's honor. The service honoring Dawn's life was a cold, foggy morning, December 21st. The service was filled with flags, great stories, pictures, love for family, community, country, and God. Each of the 7 grandchildren shared memories. Each one was different, yet they all mentioned Dawn's love for God, family, all things fast, and his love for country. Our oldest 2 grandchildren shared a paper they had written for school about his service and his love for country. As we left the church to drive to the cemetery, the main street of Kingsburg was lined with hundreds and hundreds of people waving flags of all sizes, but mostly really large American flags. And many people holding signs saying, "Thank you, Dawn, for all you've done for our community and our country." We got out of the car at the Kingsburg City Hall building for a 21-gun salute and playing of taps. It was beyond amazing. Now, God had caused the community of Kingsburg to show favor and compassion to the Workman family. As Scott's mom is learning a new normal, we're overwhelmed with flowers, plants, food, and love. Neighbors check in, people bring food, and friends and family visit. Now, God had caused family and friends to show favor and compassion to Evelyn. In less than a month's time, we witnessed God's grace, kindness, compassion, and favor. God truly revealed himself to us during this time. God used believers like the church, family, and friends to show favor to us. God also used nurses and doctors that we don't know if they were believers or not to show favor to our family. God also used Dr. B, who clearly was not a believer, to show favor to our family. God revealed to us that he causes people to show favor and compassion during difficult times, just like he caused the official to show favor and compassion to Daniel in Daniel 1:9. May we learn to show others kindness, and may we allow God to use us to show favor and compassion to other people.
Oh, Lori, I'm just so blessed. And I know all of you are too. What an awesome story. And I know in our family, we're familiar with this theme of favor and God's favor. In fact, we have a saying when something happens that we know is only attributed to God's favor, and we say favor ain't fair because it's not fair. It's really undeserved.
Undeserved.
And when you were able to walk through a difficult time, but yet you were able to acknowledge God's activity all around and the blessings from all those different avenues. It's powerful to hear about your acknowledgement of God working in your life and in the lives of your family, in the lives of your community, even in the lives of unbelievers.
Right.
So, Lori, what a beautiful tribute and a way to honor your father-in-law. And I know for our family who has recently lost a loved one as well, there's something about God's favor on a life that goes far past their earthly existence, right?
Right.
So, ladies, I just want us, as we are just about to close in prayer, I want you to think about this theme of favor in your life. Have you been mistaking God's favor in your life for coincidence, or it just so happened, or this happened, just what a coincidence? But no, ladies, it's God's favor that is on your life. Let me take a moment and pray with you as we close today and just thank Lori for this awesome message. Dear Lord, we just praise you and we thank you for your love. We thank you for the favor that you have shown over the Workman family. We thank you for your favor that rests upon our lives as we are your children, Lord, and we follow after you. I praise you, Lord, for those that are watching us today, God, and I pray that whether it's your favor, whether it's your love, your compassion, your comfort, whatever it is that you are wanting to reveal to the individuals that are watching today, I pray that they would be made aware of your work in their life and your activity, Lord, so that we each can give you all the honor and all the glory. We love you, Jesus, in your precious name. Ladies, I just thank you so much for joining us today. Lori and I have just loved being with you. And if you want, you can email us, women@peopleschurch.org. You can email a prayer request, or something that God's been doing in your life. We'd love to hear from you. And we can't wait to see you again next time for our final week of this God Revealed series on the new. God bless you.